Keep my stroke game so consistent, there's no delay. I give it so damn awesome, call it instant replay. I go so hard and so damn long, it's like a relay. Not about how you start, but how you...
Good evening, kings and queens, and welcome to yet another episode of PandorasRoom Radio. I am your host, China Simone, and I want to thank you for tuning in, especially for tonight's episode, because as you know, each and every Friday, we like to get a little nasty. So we call this our Freaky Fridays topics. And tonight's topic, we're going to talk about threesomes. Now, I know there are quite a few of you out there who've had some, had one, who knows? But tonight, if you live in the city of Baltimore or in the state of Maryland, you're experiencing a nice little pour down. And with weather like this, who knows what'll happen? So sit back, grab a bottle of wine, and get comfortable. Because tonight, we're going to have some fun. Now I want to start off by saying, personally myself, I've had a couple. And my preference, well, let's just say I've had two girls on one guy quite a few times. Absolutely. It's a rush. I've been watched. I've recorded myself. I've had myself a good old time. But tonight I want to know about you. I may share a little dirt about me. Who's to say? But I want to know what your preferences are. Do you do two girls on one guy or two guys on one girl, or however you choose to do it? And ladies, don't be shy. If you like it a certain kind of way and you're the center of attention, that's cool too. Because in the bedroom, you know, our mate tries to make it all about us and what we like. So, how many have you had? There are a lot of relationships where people are too timid, too shy to speak up and say, let's try something a little different. Something not outside of the box. I mean, yeah, threesomes are a little more common nowadays. But hey, some people haven't tried it. Some relationships are based on strict monogamy. And the male might not be ready for it or not down for it, or the lady might be a little bit, who knows, insecure. So fellas or ladies, it is your duty to make sure that your lady, your mate, is 100% secure. And whatever you do in the bedroom, don't make it something that's forced. Have fun. Turn the lights down. Get you some edibles, a glass of your favorite wine, or if you're into hard liquor, have fun, because you know, for me personally, if I drink light liquor, and that right there, shoot, who knows where my mind may go, but it takes me there. Oh, it definitely takes me there. Now, I did say I might tell a little dirt about me, so let me share a bit. I myself I go both ways. So I was dating this young lady, and I am in a polyamorous marriage. So the young lady I was dating at this time, we sort of broke up. But she was still coming around. And of course you know why. I won't drop no names, but if she listens, she knows who she is. But we had our hand at this quite a few times, and we've been recorded too. I guess that recording is intense, especially since I'm okay with who was listening to it. But she came over, stayed the night, took a nice hot bath, and before my spouse can get out of the shower, things had already got started. And considering this was technically my first threesome, I guess you can say I was a teeny bit timid, a little shy. But I had no reason at all to be insecure because, well, in this instance, I was the center of attention. In the instance before, I was, because in my relationships and in the bedroom, I tend to be the more submissive one. I like to be taken control of, so I tend to date women more dominant. Not people, but I tend to date those who are more dominant than me. So it's so crazy because I am taller than my spouse and I was taller than her, but it was almost like I was the smallest thing in the bedroom that night. No one cared. But fun was had, and by the time we were done, the sun was up and we were tired. But that's just a small piece of my story, what I enjoyed. But I guess at this point, it's 2018, and if you're insecure in your relationship, your engagement, your marriage, why are you there? We as women tend to find ourselves being so stuck on appearances and wondering, even if we're attractive to our mate. And in most relationships nowadays, people don't want to have threesomes because they're afraid of their mate stepping out and stepping in with the other person. Well, let's be honest. Most of you, ladies and men, you're in a polyamorous relationship without even knowing it. So why not add that fun? Not to say that monogamy is not possible, but most people are entertaining this type of lifestyle and they have no idea that they are until the other one gets caught. So why on earth, why wouldn't you like to add something to that meal, that plain old salad that you've been eating for so long? Add a crouton, a tomato, add some flavor to it. I know, weird little analogy to use, but try it, and I'm sure, very sure, that you'll like it. Especially if the people involved are people that you're attracted to on a mental and spiritual and physical basis. And if you just want to keep it physical, hey, let it be known. I just want to keep this on an intimate level. And if you're wondering if I ever dated any other women, yes. Have I dated another man? No. No, not at all. But it's true to say, I love women just as much as I love my man. So I'm comfortable with me. I'm comfortable with who I am, and I have absolutely no reason at all to question my security, myself, and what it is that I do, we do, all three of us may do. And that's not to say that I always have to intertwine the three of us together, because I don't. But let it be known, in this life, you have to be comfortable and put the cards on the table. Have a discussion and be open and honest, because feelings could get hurt when honesty doesn't play a role. Whether it's the person you bring in or the person that your mate brings in, but someone's feelings could get hurt. But when it comes to just having threesomes, just wanting that physical touch, that fun, that spice, and that flame, it's like a rush. When everyone that is around you, that's touching you physically, turns you on. Can't say that I wouldn't have another one, because I would. So far my threesome count is at a 2. Yeah, I would say a 2. But I've had a wild and crazy past also. And none of it, well, not even one piece do I regret, because some of those things, well, they were meant to happen, right? So if you're sitting at home right now, and your lady or your man has said, let's try something new, and they say, let's try role playing, or let's try a threesome. Ladies, so you won't feel like you're being replaced, be comfortable with yourself. Find a lady who you're interested in too. Because in today's day and age, almost everybody is bisexual. And I don't deny mine. I love the place that I'm in, with being who I am, being with who I'm with, knowing that I'm accepted 100%. And if you're wondering how long I've been married and how long I have been bisexual or interested in women, well, I've been interested in females since I was old enough to know that it was okay. Maybe even before then, when it was shamed and frowned upon. And as far as my marriage, well, let's just say I've been married longer than a lot of people are able to hold a relationship, considering I got married at 22. So I'm sure a lot of you are wondering how old I am, and that's not up for discussion. Just know I'm old enough to make the decisions that I've made, and so is my mate. Some people, they are afraid of what a threesome could mean, especially for the women who've never encountered another female. It's okay. It's okay to say you enjoyed it. It doesn't take away from who you are. It doesn't make you a bad person. But it does make you spontaneous. It's kind of like going to the highest cliff and jumping off into the ocean below. It's an adrenaline rush. Some people are afraid of skydiving until they get all the way up there and they jump. You just gotta take that chance. And let's be honest. It doesn't matter if you are willing to have the threesome or if you're not willing. You're so concerned about your mate cheating. Well, if that's a concern, then you're with the wrong person. Because the only thing that can keep a person, regardless of their gender, is a person that wants to be kept. And if they're not ready or mature enough to be kept, then walk away. But I know a lot of you younger ladies, you think you found the right one and you find out they've done some awful things behind your back and you want to give them another chance. They'll just do it again. How could you have fun and enjoy exploring every aspect of your sex life if the person that you're with is putting you at risk? So with that, let me explain this. Every bisexual in the world is not a dirty person. They're not putting anyone at risk. Well, not all of us. There are some who take unnecessary risks with their lives and yours. And that's just not who I am. I'd rather play the game safe and still be able to have fun. So yes, I have my husband, but if I'm dating a female, I'm dating just that female. She doesn't have to worry about me talking to another female. She doesn't have to worry about me wanting to run off with some other male. Because to be honest, I've even told my husband this, that if he and I were to separate or divorce today or tomorrow, and we couldn't reconcile our marriage, I wouldn't be with another man another day in my life. It's just my preference. However, I'm happy as hell in my marriage. I'm happy with who I'm with. And even if we were to separate, he would still be my best friend. So, that's something that any female would have to deal with because we have children together. But, as I said, he's made me comfortable within my own skin, with my own intentions, with my sexuality, and with my body. He's never shamed me. He's never judged me. Hell, every girlfriend that I've had has actually met him. They've stayed the night or lived with us. Yes, I did say us. And I know you're wondering, well, if I can have a girlfriend, can he have one too? What do you think a polyamorous marriage or relationship is? He's welcome to do just that. And if I'm not talking to someone and she's cute, bring her on home. Let's share. Because, you know, sharing is caring, right? Well, she was comfortable enough to talk to you and comfortable enough to date you. Be comfortable enough to come home. Let me see you. Let me meet you. I won't bite. unless you ask me to. But I want to know for you all, have you had any threesomes? If so, how many have you had? And again, was it 2 girls and 1 guy, or 2 guys and 1 girl? What was it? What's your choice? What's your preference? And would you do it again? Because I would. And it doesn't take for a drunk moment for anybody to say, I was drunk, I didn't know what was going on. And even if we were drunk, hell, we knew what was going on. We planned for it. But how many times have you had a threesome? Was it with someone that you love? How did it work out? So please understand that, yes, the day is Freaky Friday. And we may talk a lot about sex, but we also talk about relationship issues and things that goes on in the relationship. And if, ladies, for any reason at all, you're feeling insecure, your self-esteem is low, and maybe it's not because of something that you did, but maybe someone else made you feel like you were less than. If someone has done those things to you or said those things to you, it is our jobs to lift each other up. Adjust your crown, look yourself in the mirror, and remind yourself just how powerful you are. I mean, what's the point of women empowerment if we can't uplift one another? But I want you all to find us. Go on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. And if you're listening from SoundCloud, go on Instagram and message us, DM us. You can message us on Facebook too. I respond pretty quickly. Yes, I do converse with people. I do hear your opinions. And I share my own. And don't think just for 1 second that every relationship has to be perfect, because that's not at all what I mean. I'm just stating fact that your mate should make you feel like a queen. Right? Don't question it. Don't wonder. Your relationship should include just fun. Pure, unadulterated fun. And in the bedroom, it's no one's business. But today is Freaky Friday, so we're going to talk about it. So, let us know in the comment section what you think. How many times have you done it? Was it a husband, a wife, fiance, a child's parent, father, or the mother? Was the other person a friend, or some random chick, or someone you were interested in? And ladies, if you've had 2 guys on you, was this first guy your husband, your boyfriend, an ex-boyfriend, just 2 people that you knew but weren't dating? What was it? How did it make you feel? And would you do it again? How far are you willing to go? And if anybody is out there that has questions about this polyamory life, trust me, outside of Google, I'd be more than happy to just share my stories. But this here is a judgment-free zone. So we won't tolerate any judgment. All negativity, we'll see it. but it'll be blocked momentarily, without hesitation. So I say that to say, live your life, because some people say you only live once, but we live every day. So take this life and ride it until the wheels fall off. Do what makes you feel good. And if that just so happens to be some fun bedroom action with more than one person or more than two people, then so be it. Who gives a damn? No one has to pay your bills or live with you or live for you. Just you. You don't have to call everyone up and tell everyone what happened. It's no one else's business. So live free, live proud, live the way that you want to live, as long as it doesn't involve hurting anyone else. Just take everything that you've ever thought. Well, if it's on some 50 Shades of Grey shit, then I definitely want to know the juice. Drop me all that tea. Because I'm interested. Highly, highly interested in knowing just how far you've gone, how far you're willing to go. Because threesomes, honey, they can be rough. It can leave you with questions. It can have your head spinning, or it could leave you fully satisfied, in awe, maybe in a little disbelief if you've never done it before. And if you haven't, what are you waiting for? I know somewhere there's another person, especially if you're in a relationship. Ladies, don't pretend like you're not outside and you see a lady walk by and she got twins on her back. And I ain't talking about babies. Don't act like you didn't look. If I see it and I'm with my mate, babe, did you see that? Shit, he points them out to me too. And I'm not mad. I'm not shy. I'm not timid. I'm not embarrassed. I don't question it. You see it. He got eyes. So, look, 'cause I will. Just like any other man would. And any real female who was honest with themselves, they're gonna look. Bottom line. Don't blame it on the alcohol. Don't say, oh, I kissed my girlfriend in the club when we got drunk. You wanted to kiss your girlfriend, so you might as well take her on back home. Bae, what you doing? You want to try something new? Just set boundaries if that's how you want to go about the route, and bring a friend on board. But I would not bring any of my friends to my bedroom. I'll just put that out there now. We cool, but not that cool. Now, if I met someone and I was attracted to them like that and we still remained friends, I would consider that. But my friends that I have now are just that. We're just cool. I'm not attracted to them in that way. But I just want to say to you all, you're amazing. I love you. I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. And let me remind you who I am. I am your host, China Simone. And if you're looking for me, you can find me on Instagram under Iam_China Simone. And before we get out of here, let me just remind you, I am your host, China Simone, and I want to leave you with something. Yesterday is gone, and tomorrow doesn't exist. So live in the moment, not for the days that are not here or ones that have gone in the mist. Stay tuned for Wednesday's episode, and we're going to be talking to the married couples out there. I want to know how you're dealing with your in-laws. I can share a few things myself there. But I love you. You are amazing. Good night.